Lucky the Explorer, and I am your favorite solo traveler. I am here for day 2 on my tour in Marrakesh in Morocco. And today we're going to the Yves Saint Laurent Museum, some other museums, and we're taking a cooking class, and then we're gonna go to Nobu to finish off our day. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of my future videos from Morocco. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much, I truly appreciate it. Now let's get into today's video. We are starting off our day at Le Jardin Majorelle. It's a beautiful garden. We did go into the Berber Museum. It's a really small museum. It's talking about their indigenous people. But this is a beautiful garden, very peaceful, very Instagram worthy for sure. Definitely get here early because it is getting crowded. Even the museum has a line now. When we went in, there was no line. So finishing up here at Le Jardin Majorelle, and we are going to head over to the YSL Museum. But Yves Saint Laurent's ashes are spread here at the gardens. Now we're going to head into Musée Yves Saint Laurent. Let's head inside.
Welcome to the Yves Saint Laurent Museum. You do have to go through a security checkpoint. You can't take water inside, and you cannot take video or footage inside the main exhibits of the museum. Now keep in mind, this costs about $14 US or 140 dirham to enter, or you can get a bundle ticket with the Majorelle Gardens and the Berber Museum. Now, if you are interested in museums and fashion, this is definitely a place for you to check out. And they are open from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. every day except for Wednesday. And they have a cafe in the back if you need a little snack.
We are here in the biggest avenue, Mohammed VI. Before it called Rue de France after the French, but now it's changed. We have now the avenue called Mohammed VI. It's the biggest avenue where you can find famous hotels, luxurious hotels, theater you see.
Now for the main event of the day is cooking class at La Maison Arabe. When we arrive, we check in and they give us notebooks to take notes to learn about the different spices and things we'll be cooking during the class. And also we get some mint tea, and you can see them actually creating and mixing up the traditional mint tea here in Morocco, which is delicious. Have mint tea almost everywhere. This mint tea has some gunpowder green tea in it as well, which is great for your digestive system. So as we get our green tea, we learn a little bit about what we're going to be doing during the class. Mind you, this whole session was about 3 to 4 hours, but you're not going to be here for 3 to 4 hours. I'm going to give you highlights along the way of this cooking class. Now, after the introduction, we head to the cooking room. As you can see, this is an amazing cooking room. This is the best I've ever been in. There's monitors right in front of you so you can watch on screen, or you can look up at the actual chef up above. And there are times where you interact where you actually will go up there. So first we're going to make the bread. This is a traditional bread that the Moroccans eat here in Morocco, of course. And so we made that, we kneaded that out. And then this chef here actually made the dessert. We didn't do much with that, but that is a milk pastilla. So now the main dish we're going to prepare is the chicken tagine, or tagine de poulet. So this is a wonderful dish. This is a traditional dish, and the tagine, as you can see, is like that pottery item in the background, and there can be a variety of different tagine dishes. We're having chicken, but you can have beef, you can have fish, you can just have veggies, whatever. So right now I have chopped up the onions and I'm putting that in the tagine, which is on a heated oven there. And during the cooking class, we will have an assistant that will come around and help us, as well as the actual chef, which they call a dada, will come around and check on things as well. So I'm putting some oil into the tagine, and while that is cooking and heating, I'm going to chop up some garlic and put that into tagine as well. Now here I have a lemon, and I'm going to cut up that lemon, and I'm actually going to take out the insides and actually take the skin off. That's something I've never done before. I'm going to take the skin off, and that's going to be cut up to put inside the tagine. So this was a whole process, y'all, to cut this up. I'm going to spare you all the time of showing all this, but as you can see, I am peeling the skin off. I believe you don't want the skin in the tagine. I can't remember, y'all. I'm like, let me look at the recipe because this was a little bit ago. But as you can see, we're splitting out the skin part of the inside of the lemon to separate that out. Now, once that's done, I'm going to chop that up into fine pieces and then add that into the tagine bowl as well.
Once you've chopped it a little bit, go ahead and add it to your tagine.
Now right here on the side, there are different spices that I'm going to put into the tagine, and they had our measuring spoons right there available for us. I believe there was some saffron that they'll come around and put in there. I believe some ginger powder, maybe some pepper. I can't remember what the other one was, but that's going to go in there. Oh, turmeric was the other powder, and that all goes into the tagine. Now they already have prepared for us the water that we need to go in the tagine. So we're gonna put that into the tagine right now. And then I'm going to actually take the chicken and just unwrap that and put that right in the tagine and wash my hands because, you know, obviously it's not cooked meat. So yeah, wash your hands, okay? But what I loved about this cooking room is that each station had a sink right next to it. So you had everything you needed right there, your sink, your trash, your cooking items, as well as your stove top.
Make sure it's covered in that sauce. We always remove the skin from the chicken. We don't like the skin in Morocco, it's too greasy.
So of course you're going to stir it up. You don't want it to just sit there and stick. So you're going to stir it throughout the process of cooking the tagine. Now, after everything is in the tagine, you're going to actually put the lid on so it can actually steam and boil up. While that is cooking, we're going to move on to the zalouk salad, or salad zalouk. So we're gonna start off by taking eggplant and scraping out all the insides from the skin and then chopping that up.
So please get rid of the skin. Get rid of the skin. Yeah, throw away the skin and the top of the eggplant. And then we're gonna chop the eggplant. We're gonna chop it up.
Once that's chopped up, I'm going to put it into the other pan that we have here on the stovetop to get that started to cook as well. So I'm not gonna show everything that goes in here, but again, we're gonna add some spices like salt, black pepper. You can add some chili pepper if you would like. I did add a little bit, paprika and cumin. We're also gonna add some lemon juice. As you can see, I'm adding the olive oil here. And then you also wanna add some parsley on top and garlic cloves. So once that's done, you can put that out on your plate to serve.
She's eyeballing again.
And that just looks so good. And then so does this bread, okay? Now we're going to have a fun experiment of actually cutting up a tomato into a flower. So this was a whole thing to try to get it designed, and actually the Dada was like, hey, you gotta make sure you do this or you can't eat. But luckily I made it and I was able to get my flour into one piece. And our traditional Moroccan meal is ready. As you can see, my chicken tagine was in the back. And then also we prepared a tatuka salad, which is a tomato and pepper salad, the milk pastilla, and then of course we had the zalouk salad as well as bread. And then we went downstairs and we were served our food at a table with some wine. And since we successfully completed our class, we get our certificate of excellence. Now, outside of the tour, it was a must for us to go visit Nobu Marrakesh. Now, you can always make a reservation for the restaurant, which is downstairs, but I highly recommend that you make a reservation for the rooftop because it is a whole vibe, as you can see. They have a pool, they have lovely lounge areas, and it has an amazing view of Marrakesh with the minaret in the background. They have snacks, hors d'oeuvres, sushi. They do stop selling sushi at a certain time, and they have a drink menu, but beware, those drinks have low alcohol in them. They have dancers, and make sure you get there early because there will be a line to get into Nobu on the rooftop.
All right, explorers, so I'm back in my Riyadh Pashavana in my room, and I just want to recap today. So I started off today at the Margaret Gardens where Yves Saint Laurent's ashes are actually spread, and there's a Burberry museum there on site. And then actually going to the Yves Saint Laurent Museum. After that, we kind of drove around Marrakesh, saw a different neighborhood, the more modern neighborhood, which is the Nouvelle City, or La Ville Nouvelle, which is what the French built, so more of a westernized look, and definitely completely different look than the Medina. And then we had lunch there. I cannot remember the name of the place we had where we had lunch, but we had lunch there. It was pretty good. I was struggling today because there was a party next door to our Riyadh, which went on until like 3 in the morning. So I didn't get much sleep and my digestive system was like, ma'am, no. But yeah, still had a great time. The lunch was delicious. And then after lunch, we went to a cooking class at, was it La Maison Arabe, I believe is the name. So we went there. It was a 4-hour cooking class. You start off the class learning about the different spices and recipes and what we were going to make. And then from that, we went up and learned from the Dada, which is what they call their chef. So we learned from her, and we had all our own, each of us had our own cooking stations. We made tagine, salad, and eggplant something, and actually gave us recipe cards to take with us. And then afterwards, we ate our actual dishes. And then we came back to our Riyadh. I changed into this wonderful white dress and went over to Nobu Marrakesh and went to their rooftop, which was fabulous. I didn't take much video or content there because I was just enjoying life. So with that said, I need to go to bed, okay, and get ready for the next day here in Morocco. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so and it helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and social media networks. And if you would love to support my small business even further, you can hit the thanks button to leave me a tip down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.